Hi, Nate.
Hello, Georgie.
And everyone, welcome to our angel show where me and Nate get together and chat all things angels. And tonight it's all about Archangel Raphael.
Raphael.
He's got a special place in my heart because he was the first archangel that I really connected with. And he was the first archangel that I created a meditation with back in 2012. So I just wondered, like, when was the first time you connected with Archangel Raphael?
I'm going to get back to that story, but my story is interesting in terms of Raphael. I had a really interesting pre-Nate now moment where I had a very long journey of life lessons. Lot of hard-hitting life lessons
Mm,
that I can look back on now and go, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and actually understand how they all led me up to this beautiful point where I can actually sit here now and have this conversation with you. Raphael was with me the whole time, but
wow.
I didn't know it. So I just want to acknowledge that he was a really big part of sobriety, a lot of the struggles I was going through. I'm gonna be completely honest. The mental stuff, the physical stuff. There was a
Yeah.
lot of stuff happening, and if you actually know my full story from where I've been to where I am now, I don't think he ever left me. But it wasn't until I was in this much more high vibrational state and actually, able to connect in with the angels more that I had the beautiful moment where I went on one of my light walks, and I do this thing called a light walk where I connect in with the angels. And what I do on those light walks is I call them in and I connect them in. And so this day it was Raphael, and we had the most beautiful day together. And it was at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I went for a walk and I called him in, and I just felt this. I'm going to call it like a waterfall
Mm.
of green light just shoot down around me. And it kind of almost became like this vortex, like a, what are those things in the water? Like a
Like a
whirlpool
whirlpool,
of like
yeah.
green water. And it was just beautiful, but it was so strong, but it was really gentle. And it gave me just this real sense of, oh, this is Raphael. This is how I connect with him,
Mm.
and it's been beautiful ever since. So I've kind of, but I just know he's been with me through my whole healing journey, and he does a lot of work with me now in the healing work that I do for others. So he
Yes.
comes in when I do the work that I do with others as support for me and also support for whoever it is I'm working with. So tell me about your connection.
Wow. So with me, Raphael is often with Mother Mary as well. They seem to come in together for me. And it's like you're wearing the green for Raphael, and I'm wearing Mother Mary blue. But
Wow.
I created this CD with Raphael, and it's very much Raphael's energy
Yeah.
throughout. And in 2015, I I was so burnt out. I just moved and I was meant to be teaching at this One World camp where I was going to be teaching angelic harmony therapy. And I just thought, how am I going to drive down there? I don't know how I'm going to get there. I feel absolutely dreadful. Well, I managed to get myself to Glastonbury and I stayed in a B&B, and the room was Archangel Raphael, and I played my Archangel Raphael CD throughout the night on loop. And I prayed, like, please, I really need the healing because I've got to be able to teach angelic harmony therapy. And, he was very much part of angelic harmony therapy. And I literally woke up the next day with a spring in my step. And for the first time, didn't have that horrible, aching, exhausted feeling. Um, so, but pre that, he was literally the first angel that stepped in after me learning Reiki, which was in 1999. I learned Reiki, and it was like he stepped in and he was more or less throw the manual away and work with me.
Yeah.
And that's sort of like what I've done. That's been part of my journey, and how I've then gone on and channeled other things, because I have trusted in the angels so much, and I, sense the I just know. I think I'm a knower. I just know it's Archangel Raphael with me, or I know it's Michael, or I know it's Gabrielle, and often I know also they give me the confirmation with the songs, because for me songs and music are so linked with each angel. So like for Raphael, it's open your heart, open your heart and let it be. It's very, although yeah, it's all about opening the heart, and it's all about love, allowing love, because love is the true healer.
That was beautiful. In fact, I can feel the energy just change
It's
just when you speak
building.
in that.
It's building. Well, I know you've got a message to share, but I really feel like I would like to sing in Raphael's name before you do share the message, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. Raphael, 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 Raphael. He's here.
You know, Georgie, I didn't know that you were going to do that. And the message, this is one of those moments where you're like, wow. So I knew that we were going to do some work with Raphael this week, and just talk about him, and bring him in, and the message that I've been getting through this week, and the way that I get messages is they come in through like these little chords, and it's like you have to put the pieces together. And so when I explain them, I have to explain them in my words, but there's the concept behind them. But that beautiful music that you just sang, his message for the now is light and sound are your medicine,
Wow.
but not just in sacred spaces. So the new way to sort of normalize music and light and sound is to bring in music and frequency when you are humming while you're doing the vacuuming. It's when you're creating dinner, sing as you create the meal, like put frequency back into everything around you. Because as you're bringing in these frequencies, you're healing everything around you. And the other part, that the ceremony, we don't have to wait till we go to that beautiful place to experience healing, because we are only ever here. We're
Mm.
only ever here in this space. And when we are here, like that's where we've got to work with. And you don't have to wait till you get to that somewhere special. I mean, it's beautifully amplified, and it's much easier to connect in with sound and music in those spaces. But bring it to you, because you are sacred, you are special, you are important. And the message is that the light and sound are your medicine, no matter where you are, no matter where you are. And there was one other little bit that I just wanted to touch on, and that is when we're kind of we've just had the equinox, and we've had this really beautiful transition with beautiful energy coming in and time for change, so leveling up and stepping up. As a healer, if you're a healer, this is a message for the healers. it doesn't have to exhaust you anymore. Now, I might not be saying this in the way that he wants me to say it. What's he saying? What's he saying? We don't have to be the martyrs anymore. We don't have to be exhausted by healing anymore because we can bring in the energy now to help others, but we can actually bring in energy now to sustain us.
Mm.
So it doesn't have to be exhausting. And when you're starting to work with these high level energies, you're able to actually sustain it and work with it. And I mean, obviously, there's times when you need to rest and recharge. That's just part of life. But the actual healing part, the actual giving, the giving, because we are the universe, we're part of the universe, and we're giving to the universe because whoever we're working with is also part of the universe. It's an exchange. It's not depletion. It's an exchange. And when you get out of that mindset of, oh, I'm so tired, or I, that you're draining, when you Raphael was saying that when you're working in this beautiful healing space, you can sustain that beautiful level as well. So it's something that you can actually start to give without feeling like you're giving too much. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. That does make sense because things have changed so much now. You know, when people say to me, "Yeah, but why why do you need something more than Reiki?" Because we've changed. We like Dr. Yusui brought that through in what, the 19th century or the 20th century, and it's the 21st century now. We have evolved, we are evolving, and it means the frequency of light that we can now hold, especially if you've done your manner, the frequency of light that you can hold now is like off the scale. So, therefore, it's so much easier to facilitate it for someone else, hold that space, and you're receiving. I mean, I just feel that, yeah, I really have had a battery recharge for my soul, and I'm just like beaming, beaming the love and the light, and it's just fantastic. So it's just so
Yeah,
lovely that we can come together and we can
and do this.
talk about
I agree
Raphael
exactly,
and
and I think too that beautiful thing that you're just talking about is that we evolve and we change. Like we're actually evolving, and I think what I was trying to say was that like as we are as the space that we're in now is we're not just healers, we're actually transmitters.
yeah.
We're transmitters because we're actually able to connect in with so much more of the energy that's around us, and Raphael is able to facilitate that every time you're able to do that. So when you're actually when now that we're um sort of our frequency is rising, I'm going to talk about the higher octaves. We're actually getting up higher, so we're actually able to hit notes, resonate with these beautiful high frequencies, and every time you start to go higher and higher and higher, you're actually able to see more. It's almost like all of the top being at the top of a mountain where you can actually see more of what's around you as you start to go up and your consciousness expands.
Mm.
And what I just want to add in is that every time that you eat or rest or dance or sing or do something that's in resonance with that you're actually not only healing yourself, you're actually healing the collective because we're
Mm.
all connected.
Mm.
So as you're working on yourself, you're actually healing the universe. And that is a beautiful he's telling me like this is like I was meant to say this at the start, but he's yeah. As we work on healing ourselves, we're actually healing the universe because we're all connected.
Yeah.
So working on yourself is really important. Working on others is really important.
Mm.
And as every sort of the waves start to smooth out.
Absolutely. I mean, and teaching others to be able to heal themselves
Yes.
or transform themselves, and
And
it just ripples, and
and
it's quite exciting because I really
And
feel
giving
that,
someone the space to heal, I think
yeah.
as well is really important. And Raphael's really great with that as well, because if you know that someone is especially say with mental health stuff,
Mm.
that's not always so easy to fix
No.
um way. But with the mental health stuff, Raphael's really great with that as well. And when you give someone else a space to heal and to uh space to heal and actually give them that space that they need as well to get to sort of balance themselves out. You're actually helping the collective
Yeah,
consciousness of the universe.
absolutely. Absolutely. I've got a little prayer here. Well, it's more of a affirmation, I suppose, but it's positive words. So I'm gonna share it and then ask people if they would like to maybe put their hand on their heart, and they can either repeat it out loud or they can repeat it in their mind. But I just feel it's part of my basically Archangel Raphael meditations and stuff, and my Raphael. Whoop, it's disappearing. It was there a minute ago. It keeps disappearing.
It was
So, Creator within and above, shine your light and your love. Bless my heart and soul's desires with your holy fires. Please shine on me your miraculous ways and bless me now and all my days.
That's beautiful. I can feel his energy just coming in now, like that
Yeah.
waterfall. And if I think if you have just listened to that with Georgie, just spend a moment to let his energy run around you.
Mm.
His energy just circle around you and do and set the intention to let it do what it does. Let his energy heal you
Yeah.
and free you, free
Mm.
your mind, free your body, and
Nate, maybe if we got everyone to close their eyes and you just explain that again, just get everyone
God.
to really be aware of it, and then when you've got the space held, I'm gonna tone if that's okay.
Perfect, perfect. So if everyone just puts their hands on their heart and just closes their eyes and just takes a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, and in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as we breathe in and out, Raphael is bringing down his golden green ray, and it's swirling around us in a beautiful space, gentle and strong and supportive. And just take a little moment to feel that, and then Georgie can take over.
Ya narasha ya naratasi narashia. Uya narasha ya naratisia. Shalamalok, shalamalok, shalamalok. That means peace be with you. Where there is peace, there is healing. When you have peace in your mind and peace in your heart, you will find peace. And when there is peace, your body will be at rest. Your mind will be soothed. And your heart will be open. So open your heart and come to me now. And allow this activation to take you to the next octave, the next frequency, as you resonate with the essence that is Raphael. Ikal, ikal, ikal. You are blessed. It feels good to be back, being a proper channel once more. I've been resisting this. But I think he was a little bit of a battery for me there.
Georgie, that was incredible. Where have you been hiding that? Wow. Thank
I
you.
I used to channel that quite a lot in person. Like we're talking 2013, 14, 15. I don't know. And then I suppose I've been a little bit shy on here because you can get some haters and you can get people that think you're pretending or whatever. But those who know and those who see and those who feel, they'll know the truth.
Just looking at I know you've got a background on right now, but there's something, your aura right now is just it, beautiful, beautiful.
I
I'm just
feel that,
different to when we first started this.
yeah,
Oh, God. Ah,
Raphael's given me the peace that I needed because I wasn't feeling very peaceful to begin with because of my current life circumstances that aren't easy all the time. But I'm, you know, I'm okay. I'm doing fine. I'm doing more than fine.
I love that. That's, people when I think people when associate Raphael with healing, they always think it's physical, but it's also a lot to do with what's going on up here. And
Yeah.
he does some wonderful work in that space.
Mm.
Georgie, that was amazing for me, and I think amazing for you. And I know that a lot of people are watching this, that activation, completely unexpected, not even planned. It just came
No,
through.
definitely
Thank
not
you,
planned.
thank you, thank
We
you.
we never really plan anything.
No,
We just
we
say,
don't
okay,
plan.
this week we're gonna do Michael. Next week we're gonna do Raphael.
That was beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you. I'd be interested to listen back to it. So, angels, our angel listeners,
Mm.
please Leave us some notes, leave us some messages. Let us know what you'd like us to share with you next.
And can you tell us how you connected with angels? Because obviously we talk about how we're connecting with angels, but it's different for everyone. And I'd love to hear about some of the other ways that people call in angels.
Mm,
It's because I think it's really important to understand that the way that we connect with angels is also not the only way. And how do people connect in? How do they know Raphael's around? How do they know that? I know there's one person who may be listening to this later on, and I just well, actually I just really want to talk about this really
yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
Um, she has been working, has had cancer, has been working with doctors, has been working with some other beautiful people with the energy work, and had some really beautiful results this week where they were given a year to live, and this week they were actually told the cancer is cleared,
Wow.
absolutely cleared, not even a sign of it. So it's been a lot of things inputting going into there. First of all, I want to talk about this person's mental strength and actually the determination that she went into to being told that she had a year to live, and actually now to being a year into it being told she's cancer free. Absolute, absolute determination to beat it and fight it. And I think that had a lot to do with it, as well as the medical care that she got, as well as doing some of the energy work that she was doing. And I know that whenever I spoke to her, Raphael and Michael were with her through this journey. And she would always say to me, I think Raphael was there. And I'd be like, he's there.
Mm.
He's there. And by the end of the journey, at the end of the year, her whole thinking had changed to be Raphael was with me. Raphael was with me. And that's a really beautiful transition to see that.
Mm.
And I only got the message 2 days ago that she had just got the calls from the oncologist and to say there's not even a sign of it. But I love her story about how she went from thinking he was
Yeah,
around to
yeah,
knowing he was around. But I love the people that are watching to talk about how do they know when there's an angel in their life.
yeah.
Well, it's really these are really beautiful stories that I think need to be told and shared because it's important for people that maybe think they've got this angelic connection, but having worked with angels, we
We know.
know when
Yeah,
yeah,
we do. Well, we're saying it, but we are going to do it. We are going to have a live angel show, and we're going to stream it on Facebook and YouTube live. So then we can get people interacting. That's just another list on my jobs to sort out so that we can get cracking. Maybe this time this is a good slot. So let's see what happens.
yeah, absolutely.
But Nate, let everyone know where they can find you.
Yeah, so you can find me at Pellowah.space. There'll be a link in the description. But everything I do there, Humana, Pellowah, Diamond Point Activation, working with angels. There's so many different things that are in
Heavenly
the tool, but I
Harmony.
think we've got a very heavenly harmony. I'll take some of your clients, Georgie, because that is next level. Heavenly harmony. Oh my gosh, we haven't tried that. But Pellowah.space, it'll be in the chat. But I'm based in Sydney, Australia. So there's a definite time. It's 8:30 in the morning here. What time is it for you?
9:30 at night.
9:30 at night. And see, this brings us together, and I love
It
it. And
does.
now
It's
tell
perfect
everyone where
because
you
you're
are,
a
George.
morning person and I'm a night
I
owl,
am.
so
I
it
am.
works out great. But I had this really funny idea. I'll let everyone know. I was like, I saw like we were going to be on like doing a video, and then I'm going to suddenly sound like Australian, and you're going to have this Cockney accent. And how funny would that be?
That would be hilarious. So somebody asked if I was from the UK during the week. I don't know. Maybe you were rubbing
I
off on
think I'm
me.
rubbing off on you.
And where can people find you, Georgie? I know this is your channel.
Well, I'm so
Yeah,
easy to find.
plug.
It's my name, Georgie G Deyn. So you can find me georgiegdeyn.com, and yeah, you can find all my links to various places and all the things that I'm teaching and sharing. So lots of love to everyone. Thank you for
Yes,
listening in,
thank
and
you for
please
joining us.
leave
Thank
your
you,
comment
Raphael. And
about
yes,
Raphael. Bye everyone.
bye bye. Thank you, Georgie.
Thanks, Nate.